Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In previous episode I showed you how to write data to your serial monitor. But now I'm going to teach you how to read data from it, how to receive communication from your serial monitor. And these three functions that we are going to cover are really important because you are going to utilize same techniques whether you are communicating over Wi-Fi or over Bluetooth. So first function that we are going to cover, it's a serial read. Second, it's a serial read bytes, and third, it's serial read string. And all of three are treating data in completely different way. So first we are going to cover serial read. In order to initialize our serial communication, we are going to use function serial begin, and we are going to set baud rate to 9600. And in our loop we are going to type while serial available greater than 0. This actually means that we are going to process this code if we receive some data. Make some space in this loop. After loops ends, use function delay of half of second. And in here what we are going to do, we are going to create one char variable. Let's call it S1. And we are going to receive value for that character from serial read function. So with this function we are actually going to read data from our serial monitor. But in here we are actually reading character by character. So character that we read, it's going to be stored in S1 variable. And now what I'm going to do, I am going to create constant char pointer for the sake of casting. I'm going to show you later on why I'm doing this. Let's call it S2, and that is going to be address of S1. So this pointer is going to point towards value stored in character S1. And now I'm going to print something. Received column, new line, and tab. In order for this to look nice, okay, in next line we are going to create integer, call it S3, and value for this integer it's going to be transform value from S2 with function atoy. Okay, and provide S2. And this is exact reason why we had to cast this value to constant char, because of this function atoy. What this function does, it turns value from character to integer. So we are actually going to have a real number we are sending through our communication channel. So first what I'm going to print now, serial print. So I'm going to use a print function without ln. First thing that I want to print out is value from S1. So original raw value, like this. And then I want to print new line character. No, better tab, just to make some space in between. And finally serial print ln and S3. So at the end we are going to print this number, converted number from this S2 variable. Okay, I'm going to upload this code right now. So I'm going to press my flash button on microcontroller and uploading. Now I'm going to release that button. We are uploading now. and I'm going to open my serial monitor. Okay, I'm going to send some number, let's say 5. So we have, I'm going to do it once again. Okay, I just realized that I made a mistake because I used this function ln, and I ask for new line once again. And that is exactly why we have this empty line. So first thing that we actually have printed, it's this 5, and this 5 it's actually character, and then tab, which we got with this serial print tab, and another 5. But these two 5s are different because this first 5 it's actually character, and this second 5 it's a number, it's integer. And in this line we got received and we got empty lines and 0. Why is that? Because after we received our number from serial monitor, we received additional 0. That is why we got these empty spaces. And now I'm going to send another character, let's say A. Let me show you what we have now. So we have this received text, empty line because of my mistake, and we have A and 0. Why is that? Because this A it's actually character, but function atoy cannot turn A into integer, so we have received this 0. And what is going to happen if we, for example, send 3 characters, let's say A, D, and 6. So we have received A, of course cannot be converted to number, D cannot be converted to number, and 6 as character, and finally 6 as a number. So this is the way to receive only one character through our communication channel. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to use function readBytes. And this is actually a function that you are going to use in most of cases. For example, if you have multiple microcontrollers that are going to access some server for instructions or some other data, the best way to communicate is through reading and writing bytes. And let me show you how to do that. I'm going to remove all of this. And this rest it's okay. Serial begin 9/600, delay half of second, that's okay. And now I'm going to write while we actually have what to read. Open this while loop, and let's say that I want to receive 3 bytes. How to do that? I'm going to create one char array. Let's call it var, like this, and it's going to contain 4 characters. Now I'm going to use function memset in order to erase values, set everything to null, and 4 places. Okay, now with function serial read bytes, I'm going to provide this character array, and I'm going to ask for 3 bytes. So with this line we are actually reading incoming values, and we are storing those in our character array. And why we actually have 4 places and only 3 bytes that we are going to receive, because last byte it's going to be 0 in order to terminate array properly. Okay, now I'm going to use another function, serial printf, and now I'm going to provide format. Let's say that I want to print value as hex, then tab space, and finally I want to print value as decimal number, another space, and finally print value as character. character, new line. All right, this is fine. And I want to provide, let's say, var2, like this, in all of 3 cases. So with this, we are going to read the 3rd element from our array. And one more line, serial print f. In this, I'm going to print entire string with new line at the end, and I'm going to provide entire char array. Okay, I'm going to upload this code right now. Okay, clear output. I'm going to press my flash button once again. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to send hey, and once again. So let's see what we have. So in first line we have 79, 121 and y. Why is that? Because in first case we printed hex value, in second case we printed decimal value, and in third case we printed actual character. And right now we actually have entire string. And just to remind you, I told you that this is the most useful way to communicate with microcontrollers. But I didn't tell you why exactly. Because you want to keep your communication and everything you are doing with your microcontrollers as simple as possible. Means while you are communicating, you want to use least possible number of bytes. And now let me try to explain how to do that in the best possible way. Let's say that you have temperature and motion sensor, and let's say that you have 2 or even better 4 pins that you want to operate with. You could send one number that is going to define what you actually want to do. Let's say if you send 1, that means that you want to read from temperature sensor. If you send 2, that means that you want to read from moisture sensor. And if you send 3, that means that you want to turn some pin on or off. And if you, for example, want to turn on pin number 4, you could send a command that is going to contain only 2 bytes, 2 numbers, 1 and 3, for example. And now I'm going to show you how to use a readString function. I'm going to remove all of this, and I'm going to change this function, let's say, like this. So we are going to have pause while there is nothing to read. Okay, and now in order to read string, we are going to create variable string. Let's call it str, and we are going to receive value to this variable with serial read string, like this. And one important step is to trim this string. So str trim, like this. And I'm just going to print this string to our serial monitor. Str. Now I'm just going to upload this code. Okay, clear output. I'm just going to press it once again. Okay, and now I'm going to print hey. Okay, we got our hey. Let's do it once again. All right. So as you see, everything works perfectly. And now I want to do something more complicated. I want to attach one LED diode to my circuit. And if I send the command on through my serial monitor, I want that diode to turn on. And if I send off, I want to turn it off in that way. So for that reason, I'm going to add 2 more variables in here. int light from pin 15, int state set to low, so initial value is going to be low, so our LED diode is going to be turned off. And now I'm going to set pin mode for light to output. This first line of code it's fine, this is fine too, and now I'm going to change this part, and I'm going to say if str equals on, set state to high, so turn on our diode, else if str off, state is going to be low, and else we are just going to print value to the screen. Print ln str. That's fine. And finally, I'm just going to set another value to my pin with digital write to pin light, set value of state, and this is fine. Now I'm just going to upload this code, clear output, okay, send hey, if I send on, my light is on, if I send off, it's off. And the final part of this video I'm going to record with my phone in order for you to see what is happening with my diode. Okay, this is where we left, and this is my circuit. So this is my ESP32 node MCU microcontroller with pin 15 connected to 330 ohms resistor. Then we are going to diode, and from diode to the ground. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to type on to my serial monitor, and I'm going to send that command, and let's see what is going to happen. Okay, my diode is working, and if I send command off right now, it's off. So guys, this is all for this episode. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and see ya.